Ride the Reptile Rangers, go! Around the team we rise, surging forward, we'll take the fight. On land, the sea, we're always near. Rangers strong, we have no fear. Ride the Reptile, here we go. Jackson's power on the flow. Demon times, you can't escape. We're crashing through, we'll seal your fate. Ride the Reptile, feel the strike. Jackson's Rangers fight with might.
Previously on Power Rangers Shark Surge, the Rangers fought against Coralizer in its venom form, and with the combined might of the Shark Surge Megazord and the new Megalomax Megazord, managed to bring it down. But as Divatox's plans continue to unfold, new mysteries and challenges emerge. The episode opens at the tidal base, where the Rangers are regrouping after the battle against Coralizer. Everyone seems to be in good spirits, except for Courtney, who is lost in thought as she watches her brother Joe working on some modifications for the Megalomax Megazord. She hesitates for a moment before approaching him. "You've been working on that non-stop," Courtney says with a small smile, her voice carrying both admiration and concern. Joe looks up briefly, offering a nod. "I want to make sure it's ready for whatever Divatox throws at us next. But what's on your mind?" Courtney hesitates, her eyes flickering with uncertainty. I've been thinking about everything that's happened. About us. I know you've always been the protector, the one making sure everything works, but it feels like I've always been in your shadow." Joe frowns, standing up to face her fully. "Courtney, you've never been in my shadow. You're one of the strongest people I know." Courtney glances down, her voice softer. "Sometimes I wonder if I'm doing enough, if I'll ever live up to being a true ranger like you." Joe steps forward, his expression softening. "You've more than proven yourself, Court. You're my sister, but you're also a teammate. None of us could do this without you, and I'm proud of you." The warmth in his voice brings a smile to Courtney's face. "Thanks, Joe. I just needed to hear that." Meanwhile, in the training area, Henry is working through some combat drills, his focus sharp. Courtney watches him from a distance for a moment before walking over, her playful smile returning. "Still perfecting those moves, huh?" she teases. Henry turns, grinning. "Gotta stay sharp if I want to keep up with you." Courtney laughs, her eyes bright. "Oh, please, you're one of the best fighters on the team." Henry shrugs, his smile softening as he glances at her. "Maybe, but there's something else I'm trying to get better at." Courtney arches an eyebrow, curious. "Oh, what's that?" Henry hesitates for a second, then steps closer to her, the playful atmosphere between them suddenly shifting to something more serious. "I've been trying to figure out how to tell you that I've really liked getting to know you, like more than just as teammates." Courtney's smile falters slightly, surprise flickering in her eyes. She glances away for a moment, her thoughts racing. "Henry, I don't know what to say." He takes a deep breath, clearly nervous but determined. "I've never been good with stuff like this, but being around you, I feel different. I care about you, Courtney." Courtney looks up, meeting his gaze. For a moment, there's a mix of emotions in her eyes, uncertainty, affection, and fear. "I care about you too, Henry," she says softly, "but I don't want things to get complicated, not with everything that's happening." Henry nods slowly, his smile more subdued. "I get it, but just so you know, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here for you no matter what." Courtney smiles again, a small but genuine smile that carries the weight of her emotions. "Thanks, Henry. That means a lot." Suddenly, the base's alarms blare, interrupting their moment. Joe and the rest of the team gather quickly in the war room, where Bradley pulls up the live feed. "Divatox is at it again," Bradley says, his expression grim. "There's some kind of new energy reading coming from the coast, and it's big." As the Rangers suit up and prepare to head into battle, Joe pauses, looking at Courtney. "You ready for this?" Courtney nods, her expression determined. "Always." The Rangers arrive at the coast, where a massive energy surge has disrupted the water. But instead of the usual monster attack, there's something different, something they've never encountered before. A sudden flash of gold cuts through the sky, and a mysterious figure emerges from the water, wielding a powerful saw-shaped weapon. The figure's armor gleams in the sunlight, and their presence radiates power. "Who is that?" Chip asks, his voice filled with awe. The figure turns, their helmet reflecting the light as they look directly at the Rangers. "The name's not important," the figure says, their voice carrying a commanding tone. "But know this, I'm not your enemy." The Rangers exchange wary glances, unsure of what to make of the new arrival. Before they can ask more questions, the ground shakes as a massive sea creature rises from the depths summoned by Divatox. The creature lets out a deafening roar, its monstrous form towering over the beach. "We'll figure this out later," Chip shouts. "Rangers, let's move." The Rangers leap into action, but the new figure doesn't hesitate either. With a swift motion, they charge into battle alongside the team, their golden weapons slicing through the creature's defenses. As the battle rages on, the mysterious Ranger moves with precision and skill, cutting down the monster's attacks effortlessly. Courtney, watching from the side, can't help but feel a strange connection to the figure. When the battle finally ends, the monster defeated, the figure turns to leave. "Wait," Joe calls out, stepping forward. "Who are you?" The figure pauses, glancing back for a brief moment before disappearing into the water. Courtney watches them go, her heart racing with questions. Whoever they are, they're powerful. Bradley steps up beside her, his voice thoughtful. That was no ordinary Ranger. Whoever they are, they're tied to something bigger. Thanks for tuning in to Power Rangers Shark Surge. Join us next time as the mystery deepens and the battle surges on. Until then, keep riding the riptide.